Me on my right, Finn Moore from the boarding house and her friend Isabella, who are here to support Finn. But Finn, at the ANZAC Day service last week, read a poem that she wrote a number of years ago, a magnificent poem about the Gallipoli campaign. So Finn, would you mind telling us how you came to write this poem?
So about 3 years ago, 2 years ago, there was a competition that got put out into my school's newsletter, and I applied to do the competition. And so I wrote up a poem called "Where Am I?" from my thoughts from when I went to Gallipoli. And
how old were you when you went to Gallipoli?
I was 5.
5.
Yeah.
Right. So did your mum encourage you to enter the competition, or did you just?
My dad did.
Your dad. And did you talk it through with mum and dad? Or?
Yeah, I talked it through with my dad, and my dad didn't come with me to Gallipoli, so I had to talk to mum about most of the things that happened in Gallipoli for me. And
could you still remember it quite clearly?
Yeah, I can remember heaps still,
right.
But there were some parts that I couldn't quite clearly get.
Okay. Well, look, it's a magnificent poem. I understand it's found its way to the National War Memorial.
Yeah.
Is that right?
Yeah, it's at the War Memorial
in Canberra. That's great. Well, Finn, why don't you get it up on your computer there and then read it to us, because it really is beautiful. Okay. So in your own time.
Where am I? I drove in on a bus. They came in on ships. I see flags on a hill. They saw machine guns. I see red poppies and plaques. They saw only a blood-red sea. I walk quietly on the beach with my mum. They ran for their lives. I see a stony shoreline. They saw their mates lay dying. I look up at the cliffs, steep cliffs. They had to stumble and climb. I see white headstones. They saw the end. I walk in the trenches. They hid from gunfire. I read a letter left in the dirt. They wrote goodbyes to their loved ones. I see the sunlight. They saw nothing but grey. I hear the sound of the sea. They heard men cry. I smell pine needles. They smelled death. I feel sad. They were scared. A cannon on a hill and one lone pine. I left on a bus. They never left. Let's be okay.
Finn, that's very beautiful. Well, and I have to say you've done really, really well in creating that poem. And it's also worth saying we're very proud of you.
Thank you.